Hello again, it's Philip Decker with Decker Dialed. So today's video is going to be a very shorter end of just the basics of introduction to what the acronyms are in the precision shooting world. So we got the PRS, we got the NRL, we got ELR, we got DMR. What do all those mean? So we'll start off with the Precision Rifle Series. That is PRS. That is the one that I shoot the most of, and it's the one that I think is the larger of the side of ones. That and the NRL are massive with each other, and they're wonderful sports. So PRS is the Precision Rifle Series. NRL is NRL Hunter, to be exact. It's National Rifle League Hunter. It's kind of a hunting style match. Then there's ELR, which is extreme long range, and there's a couple different variants inside of that. There's proper ELR world and certification, and then there's matches that are just extended range matches, and we'll get a little bit of those in a minute. And then there is DMR gas gun matches, and those are designated marksman rifle, and so semi-automatic platforms and kind of run and gun matches in theory. So first one we're going to cover is the Precision Rifle Series. What is that? How to kind of get into that, whatever you're doing. And in reality, the first step that I believe you should take, and I've mentioned this in the past, is if you really want to get to know one of these shooting disciplines, reach out to the local match director. If not, talk to me. I'll find the local match director no matter where you're at least the continental United States. And outside of that, I could probably find some people that know where to go. So hit me up. Instagram, Facebook. If you got my phone number, if you have another match director phone number, hit them up. Whatever, YouTube, find me. I'll help you find someone to help you get into it. So Precision Rifle Series is a cut and dry shooting match on your precision. So you are given in a 1 day match and a 2 day match. On 1 day matches, they're usually 8 to 10 stages, comprised of 10 shots each. 2 day match is that same 8 to 10 a day, usually 9 to 10 a day, so 18, 20 total. And again, they'll have 10 to 12 round stages normally in my experience. And those rifles are normally similar to this one. This is a Tikka Action, Bartleland Barrel, Masterpiece Arms Matrix, with the added forend. So a lot of the PRS rifles are very heavy. This is just shy of 20 pounds by itself before scope and a bipod. And a lot of that has to do with recoil reduction and the ability to stay on target easier. It's harder to move a heavy gun off target, so it's a little easier to shoot. So my experience, most of these guns are about 20 to 30 pounds, and they have a lot of different adjustments. You have an adjustable cheek riser, up and down. You've got adjustable buttstock, goes in and out. Some of them will have cant, some of them will have up and down. And you have your whole trigger mechanism, which you can adjust the weight of the trigger independently. You can have a little thumb rest, index finger grip, and you can change all the grip angles. That's really common these days. The Masterpiece Arms Matrix Pro, Vanquish are all big into that scene, along with the ACC Elites. They're very, very similar. But that is the normal of those rifles, and they're chambered normally in 6mm cartridges, whether that's 6 Dasher, 6 GT, 6 Creedmoor. It's just really common. You always have your 6x47, your 6.5x47, and 6.5 Creedmoor are big ones. Morgan King can also prove that you can still be pretty darn competitive with a 6.5 Creedmoor. So go back into those, and that's kind of where those are. Your targets are 600 yards, give or take 200 yards normally, and you are given the course of fire. Each stage is perfectly marked in that you will be shooting from position 1, 2, and 3 at target 1, 2, and 3, or XYZ. So it's your ability to remember the stage, write it down correctly, not make any mental errors if you can, and shoot in the wind. So I like them a lot for that. It takes out a lot of the other aspects and allows you to focus on shooting and being a phenomenal shooter. So that is the Precision Rifle Series, PRS. Next one I'm going to cover is the NRL Hunter. So again, NRL Hunter rifle. This is NRL Hunter heavy class. Again, same adjustable cheek pad, adjustable buttstock, a little bit less adjustment in this pistol grip, but that is just the one that I use, and really long bipod legs. This thing weighs under 16 pounds, so it hits heavy. Light class is about 12, but I'm not going to get into classes of the different things. So the NRL Hunter competition is a field style match. You have 4 minutes to engage 1, 2, or 4 targets. 1, 2, or 4. That's not really 4 normally, but you're given 4 minutes as an individual to find, range, and engage the steel targets that are shaped as animals for hunting scenarios. Sounds easy. It's not as easy as you'd think. So it's a really good introduction. There is a specific skills division, which my dad is shooting in the next upcoming matches in May. With me shooting open heavy, he's shooting skills. So his points don't count, but him as a hunter wants to be able to do better and just kind of see where his limitations are. So it's a great match to do that. Again, there's a whole lot that goes into it, and I'll deep dive into a little bit more of each of these matches individually in the future to come. So again, 1 and 2 day matches. 2 days are the most notorious ones per se. 1 day has 8 to 10 stages. Same thing. In that, correction, not the same thing. There's either 1, 2, 4 targets, and there's only 8 points per total on each stage. So without getting too much into what that means, your total points count's a little lower, and your round count's going to be lower because the matches, in theory, you're firing less because you're hitting your targets more. Well, once you hit the target, it's considered neutralized. So that is also, you're not given the exact stage, you're only given the target, you're not given the distance, you're not given where they're at, and so you have to have your little staging area off to the side. Timer starts, you have to move forward to the firing line, you have to stand in essentially a specific spot, look in a direction that it is given to you, find your targets, range them, and engage them. Really fun match, really difficult to get really good at, and it's a combination of a whole bunch of skills that you have to put together. So without beating NRL too much, fantastic. Again, that's heavy. A lot of the really common ones for stocks, a little bit of rabbit brain in here, is something like this MDT Hunt 26. This is like 3 pounds with an Arca rail. This grip doesn't count because it's not normally on it, but it's like 3 pounds. Super light. That way you can get a gun that is under that 12-pound limit in NRL Hunter. So the next one I'm going to cover, short and sweet, is ELR, extreme long range. So there's 2 different divisions, light and heavy. That's it. There's 1 and 2 day matches, but they kind of vary no matter who's put them on. So there's a little bit difference. There's a little bit of standardization between ELR certified matches, and those will count towards your King of 1 mile, King of 2 mile points. Long story short, it's usually 5 engagement times, areas you have to engage, and you'll have 2 to 3 targets, or maybe 2 to 5. It's been a while. 2 to 3 targets normally inside of a distance range, and you have all those predetermined, and you have 5 minutes to engage with your 5 shots that you got, 5 or 6 shots, whatever that match set up if for the format is. And you got light, which is like a 33 caliber and below, 26 pounds and below, and then open heavy, which goes to about 55 pounds and up to 50 cal. So I like ELR light a lot. I think that's where I learned a lot of my ability to shoot in the wind, was practice and shooting in matches. And that is just because I had enough time to sit in the scope, sit on glass, watch people shoot, see what happens. So I really like ELR light for practice in the wind, at least over here in the West Coast, where we get some pretty wild winds, especially during matches. But even just by myself, I'd like to go out and shoot ELR. It's been a while since I've done it, and I can tell that my wind's kind of not getting as good. So I think I shoot a 300 Norma with usually this chassis here. It's usually fully weighted up. I've taken everything out, so But that's what that is. That's extreme long range. It's ELR. Next and final is DMR, designated marksman, and gas gun. So a lot of those are supposed to be kind of burn 'em down matches to a certain degree. Still a precision match, but it is time plus penalties per se. So it's how long it takes you to finish the stage, and if you didn't neutralize a target, it adds time. So I'm not super familiar with them. I've only shot a couple of them, and those are used. I mean, something more like this. This is actually my PRS rifle as well, when I've shot gas gun, semi-automatic rifle platforms in PRS. This is Sequence Precision SP10M in 260 Remington. So you don't have a whole lot of customability. You got, your Arca rail for all your attachment points, and you got a pistol grip, and you can change your stock out. That's about it, and you got your trigger difference. But semi-automatic platforms, time plus penalty. Run, gun, shoot fast, shoot accurately, but miss if you need to, and make up on that follow shot. So that's the down and dirty and basics of PRS, NRL, ELR, and DMR. So hope this helps. Have a good one.